So had to upgrade everything in the house just to keep up with the times, just to keep up with the tech. It ain't always easy. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money, and that's something you never want to do. However, I upgraded my router and my modem, and they're back there on the empty box wall. I got the new Arris surfboard with rip current. It's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. 3200 megabit per second max out, which obviously we don't have that here in Columbus, Ohio, but that's okay. Added a couple of the relays, hotspots, so that way it can, help spread the signal. One thing that was really cool about those is that they actually had Cat 5 and Cat 6 ports in the bottom of them, so that way you can have a landline computer and actually hardline in. It's phenomenal tech. But updated our internet, so now I'm running at a higher megabit per second. But yeah, my testing bench, which I've been using since the beginning of Powered by Spoon, is being retired. It was a Core 2 quad with 8 gigs of RAM. And I loved it. It ran great forever, never had any issues with it. MSI motherboards are phenomenal. It's a 775 socket, so it wasn't anything to write home about. But the motherboard allowed me to test DDR2 and DDR3 RAM. I no longer buy DDR2 RAM, so I'm done with it. It's just, it's not profitable, and the machines that I get in that run DDR2, I usually gut them and sell the motherboards on eBay. So I really have no need to have DDR2 RAM anymore. I do have quite a bit of it left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So again, the tech is changing, and whenever you're dealing with testing stations and testing rigs, you don't want to put too much money into them, because if they blow up, you're out all that money. So what I'm rocking now is, and still being processed and loaded and everything and running updates, so it's not much to look at right now, but there it is. It's a Gigabyte GAZ77MX-D3H. It can run SLI and ATI Crossfire, so if I really need to test somebody's setup, but it's got the 6 gigabit connection for the SATA ports, which will allow my SSD drives to run a lot better. I'm going to liquid cool the processor, so that way if I do get into overclocking it a little bit, it'll be safe. It's the i5 unlocked and 3rd gen. But yeah, it's going to go right into the testing bench, and then I'm going to retire the other one. But I'm not going to sell it. I think selling it would be undignified, considering how much time I've spent with that kit and all the great things that it's done for me. So I don't know, maybe I'll mount it on the wall behind me and just keep it as a shrine. But it's the same board that's running my server, so I can keep it as a backup too if I need it. But yeah, new router, new modem, new kit for the testing bench. And here's the reason why I upgraded my testing bench is I was testing a 6 gig 1060 on a Core 2 quad with 8 gigs of RAM, and I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't happening. It was not happening. That graphics card was only running at 60% during a benchmark test, which means it's not being pushed. With it not being pushed, I'm not really doing my job of testing that graphics card. So I actually had to pull it out of the testing rig, plug it into a machine that I was going to sell in order to properly test it, to make sure that it was going to run great at 80 to 90% capacity. And, that's just, you just got to upgrade. So we're going to go with the 3rd gen and see if it's enough. And I'm pretty sure it will be. But if it's not, maybe we'll have to, reassess and go up to a 5th gen or even a 6th gen. I've got a couple MSI boards right now that would be great for it. But yeah, just keep pounding those keyboards, guys, and make sure that your equipment's up and ready to go and testing well. And yeah, keep pounding them keyboards. Ah! Tarasenko!